Generic greetings and welcome to Shadows of Doubt. Today's sleuthing beverage is a very nice coffee, black, no sugar, hopefully the perfect beverage for the solving of crime. So welcome to Shadows of Doubt. This is essentially a detective simulator set in a dynamically generated world where every citizen has their own lives, relationships, jobs, hopes, wants, desires, and, quite frankly, the drive to kill someone. There's always a murderer in this city, which is suboptimal for most cases. However, as we are the detective charged with solving these crimes, and quite frankly, we gain money and prestige for doing so, it's sort of good for business, although that sounds like a horrible Ferengi rule of acquisition. Either way, this is one of my most anticipated releases of this year, and after playing about 10 hours of it, it doesn't disappoint. It's an excellent game, really fun, and even though it is an early access, so there's bugs to squish, polish to add, content to inject, it's still very playable and very fun at this stage, which is why we're going to do a bit of a series on it. I want to at least solve one crime, but I want to keep going as much as we possibly can as long as people are still enjoying it, and there's also side jobs to do, and apartments to build. You can craft your own apartments and basically decorate, which I thought was a very interesting thing to discover. Anyway, let's go to a new game without further ado, and we're going to set this up. We're going to go with the Dead of Night, which is a specifically crafted case to introduce the game. I think that's a nice place to start. It gets everybody up to the sort of same level, the right footing, etc. We can get a pre-made city, but we are going to generate our own. So we're going to with a generic town, a medium size, because that's what the default is. And that's what the default is for, should I say, the other pre-made worlds, so that's a nice size. We don't want to be spending 20 minutes trying to get up a tower block. And there's the seed there, generictown.1.3315.cbac. Okay, if there's a desire to have that, I'll put it in the comments. Anyway, let's go to continue. And I've gone with Rick Generickson, which is a bit of a nod to Blade Runner, Rick Deckard, and we'll just call it that and just continue. And obviously it's going to take about 6 weeks to actually generate this entire world, because you have to basically, connecting rooms, generate everything. It's all dynamically generated, so the apartment that we get put into is something I've not seen. It's different every time you make these things. So a couple of things before we get in, and I'm really getting my excuses out early on this one. The game is, unless you do a full Sherlock and eliminate everything, not everything may be 100% clear. So you might get a case where you're not entirely sure how everything connects. The evidence might not be there that you desire. You may miss certain things. The citizens may act not in a logical way or different to how you may have anticipated them to do certain things. Basically, it's a sort of living, breathing world that you have to manage your case around. You may just not have the evidence to solve things. You may have leaps of logic that are completely correct but wrong. You may randomly just, as I was, put this way, I did a case previously where I was talking to, I basically took a picture of what I thought was the murderer from a CCTV camera, went up to literally the first person in the street and said, "Do you know this person?" And said, "Oh yeah, that's me." So I cuffed them there and then, took them in, and it was indeed them. They didn't know I was looking for a murderer. And they just went, "Oh yeah, that's me." And on the camera they looked different because they had a different uniform on. So yeah, that can happen. Similarly, I randomly just walked into an area and got shot to bits because apparently the person didn't want me to be there. Anyway, we are going to enable the tutorial, and that will serve as a nice little primer, as I said. So this is the world. It's the late 20th century, and it's always raining and full of blue and purple haze. Hyper-industrialization has swept the planet, and also cranes, sentient or not. And it says here, the old Bourbon Empire has crumbled, giving way to the United Atlantic States, and the first elected megacorporation president in history, Starch Cola. Okay, so we're literally ruled by a beverage company. I wonder why that happened. As sea levels rise, cities have become polluted islands. Oh yes, that's not good. We can see neon on the left there, cameras on the right. Workers dream of escaping to the fields, an exclusive retirement district few will ever see. And people are running through the camera there. They're trying to run from... The reason they're running, by the way, is because it's raining. They're running from cover to cover. Rival corporations vie for power, policed by privatised starch coal enforcers. Oh, look at all that ducting on the building there. We'll be crawling through that in about 20 minutes. And, yeah, that's just part of our life. I believe I was crawling through one of those ducting before and broke my legs, but I think that was a bug that's now being patched. Anyway, some say justice now only exists in the shadows. It's not going to say shadows of doubt, is it? It is shadows of doubt. Okay, and there is our fedora donning, trench coat wielding. Trench coat, or is it a duster? I'm not too sure. So, this is 301 was it apartments? Dead of night. It looks like 10 past 12 on Tuesday, January the 3rd in my apartment. So let's turn on the lamp. And as I said, this is the first time I've been introduced to this. Awake again. Yeah. So cold. Okay. Can't you get used to sleeping without Sam? All right, so as our partner left us. Anyway, let's go ahead and put on the lights. There's no lights in here, but we can go... Oh, wow, this is completely different from the last apartment I was in. Oh, yeah, we have got lights. So we can turn on the lights. We've got the hallway here. We've got a kitchen. We've got... Ooh, nice sort of open plan living room type thing. Oh, and a gramophone. Excellent. So, when within range, interactions will be shown on the bottom. So, for example, here, this is FPOWA, Former Police Officers Welfare Association. We're here for you. Free basic housing for those in need. Okay. For more information, contact ARG Butkus, apparently. And also, the phone is ringing. So, let's have a quick run over here and put on the lamp. And... Hello? Yep. Hello? Who's this? I think I can hear breathing on the other side. Hello? Prank caller. Put the phone down. Alright, let's have another look around the apartment. So there is the bedroom. We've got... That'll be the outside. Ah, this is the bathroom. And where is this? That's our study. Alright. And there's the vents. And there's the city below. Yes, by the way, you can smash the window and jump out and break your legs, as far as I'm aware. Did we forget to pay the power bill? Okay. There's a note under the front door. Let's check this. So we'll inspect this, and it's going to introduce us to one of the main things you'll be spending your time with, which is the case board. So it says, find... Who is this? Annabelle Holmes. So I'm going to pin these to the board. So this is our case board. So we need to find Annabelle Holmes. Annabelle Holmes? Never heard of her. Okay. If this is a job, it's a lousy way to do business. So this is where it's going to introduce us to basically how you play the game. How are we going to go about playing this? And is that some bandages? I'm going to take those. And that's also some... I have no idea what it is. Common painkiller. We'll take that as well. Okay, let's have a quick check then. So, over to the phone directory here, city directory, and we will inspect that. So, it's Annabelle Holmes, so we're going to go to H, and it's going to be under A Holmes, and there. I think that's right. Is that right? Looks to be. So, let's go for... Oh, there's two. Oh, okay. So that's... So immediately, it's flinging us a bit of a curveball. Luckily, the... Yeah, it just says A. Holmes. So, luckily, the tutorial is here to introduce this to us. But that could be where we go wrong. We just go to this person and it's like, hang on. We got the same name there, but no, we know it's going to be 001 Rousseau Tower. So, city directory, we sadly can't pin that, but there we go. Whatever it is, I better get prepared. Yes, we better get prepared. So, we need to find our old sleuthing tools, which are in this area with a... it's padlocked. Okay, so let's just go around and we'll have a look and see where we... well, what we need to do. We've got some money. I'll pick that up. Documents. Final notice, open immediately. Yeah, maybe that's a case for us later on. There's a splint. I'll take that. Although, sadly, we are limited in what we can take. We've got limited slots at this stage, but you do get different things you can do to get more slots. What I'm going to do, actually, is probably put the splint. I'm going to place that splint there. That should do us for now. So I'm running around just trying to get some... well, there's keys. Basically, I'm trying to find some lockpicks. There should be some lying around somewhere. Just on side cupboards or whatever. Paper clip. There you go. Keep a lookout for paper clips and hairpins. These can be used when picking locks. Got knives in there. Nothing in there. Hairpins. There we go. And that's just telling us how to pick locks, which we'll get onto later on. Alright, that'll do for now. So the way you pick locks is by just going up to it, and you've got pick lock, and then you've got basically this bar at the bottom that goes up, based on the lock strength, and when we look at the lock, it will pick it, so you can stop. And you want to do that sometimes because it makes noise, so you want to stop immediately if there's someone coming. Anyway, there's our detective stuff, and we've now got detective stuff. And it's telling us about the inventory, which is, well, it's there. So we've got handcuffs, we've got a print scanner, we've got fists, coins, watches, whatever. So open the case board with F and select this tower. So we want to go and say plot a route. Like I say, this is where you make your connections. So if there's that direct connection that the game understands, it will actually make a connection. We can also make one ourselves by changing the colours. You can add new sticky notes, you can pin them, you can, like I say, make connections and, yeah, do that sort of thing. There's your connections. You can add one, move it along, change colours, whatever. Okay, so we need to plan a route, which we have done. And I guess... Oh, actually, sorry, I haven't... yeah, so that one, plan a route. So let's follow this Russo Tower, ground floor. So we're going to unlock the door and head out to our apartment and make sure we lock the door as well. And, oh, looks like there's a paperclip there. So we are on... what are we on? We are on... 10E 301. Is that just backwards? Yes. It's 301. Okay. So let's head down. Obviously we've got the elevator here, but we're just gonna go down. Oh, people are just dropping synth milk everywhere. Why is that? Okay, so let's just see what we've got going for us here. Alright, we have all the lockers. We've got this thing, which is currently closed. Good day. Give me a starch and rye, just one. Well, if that's what it does to you, not even once. Alright, let's just have a run around and we'll try and find this location. So we can see, like I said, this has been dynamically generated, so there's a synth clinic there. That's when you can go in and get different upgrades. We've got... Well, it's asking us to go this way. This is all new to me, and it's also snowing, so... Eventually, there's another person doing that. I've never seen that before. Hang on, I think I've gone a bit too far. We need to go this way. Yeah. All right. So, open the door, and it was just here, apparently. Okay. Let's knock. It's telling us how to basically fend off against CCTV cameras. So knocking on the door, there's been no one, as yet, answered. Nothing. Okay. Under the mat, we have a key. And we're going to take the key. Now, if we go in there, because we are not the owner-occupier of the building, it will be classed as trespassing. Sometimes you'll just be shooed out. Other times, they have free reign to attack you, and all of the security will kick off. So you can see over here, we have a camera. We also have turrets, and there's the alarm, and we can disable that if need be. We just follow the pipe works along there and up there, and there it is. That is where we can disable it. We don't really need to do that. Instead, I've got the key. I'm going to open it. Unlock the door, open the door, and trespassing, top left. So, we're trespassing status, yep. And what we should do is look for a way out. Oh! A body. So, inspect the body. Unknown citizen. We don't know if it's this person, but it may be. Okay. Let's then search the person. A bullet wound from a low caliber ammunition, 8mm or 9 by 32. That's the entry wound. Let's resume that. From examining the body, it appears that the victim has been shot to death with a pistol or revolver. Determine the time of death is between 11:45 and 1 in the morning, Tuesday, January 3rd. 1979. So there's the direct connection. So I don't think I need that entry wound. We can unpin that. If you need to, you can always go to Notebook, and this is pretty much everything collected up to a certain amount. You've also got passcodes in there and things like that. And let's finish the search. Nothing. All right. I'm going to look around.
So to speak, but not you.
I like the plants there.
Hey boys, they can disappear.
Although, maybe need to clean up around here. Ew, dirt in the corner. Dirt in that one as well. Ugh! Okay. Maybe a mop or a bit of a dusting wouldn't go amiss. It also said, there we go. There's a quick way out. Although, are we able to get there? Oh, we're not! That's interesting. So that would be our quick way out. But we're not able to get there. Okay, is there a box we can pick up so we can stand on it? Possibly. Let's pick up the box. And, I mean, I'm noticing blood there. Oh, that's bad. We can't, can we not get that? Obviously, people have been rifling through this entire area. We can see that. Let me just pick that up. And there's blood on the floor there. Can we just put down? We can. So can we jump on this? And there we go. We now have a way out. So we've got blood all over there. We've got blood all over here. We've got a safe that's been rifled through. We've got a code breaker, which I'm going to take, even though it's theft. All right, we've also got some glasses. Our business card. Orange Company, Annabelle Holmes, Q&A technician. So that's tying that to those two. So we know, that those are connected, but we still don't know if this is the same person. It's unknown citizen. There's a printed V-mail. New policy. Thankfully, contacting us requesting life insurance policy. So they've just taken out a life insurance policy. When was that? Literally, what was that? 45 minutes before when they were murdered? Okay, something's going on here. Let's have a look around for more evidence. Looks like they're a painter. Oh, is that a leap of logic? Is that just someone... I mean, they've got paintings all over the wall. Have they painted them? I don't know. How does that help our case? It does not. Let's go for... Oh, crumpled piece of paper. Inspect that. It is crumpled piece of paper. Right, I'm glad we've understood that. No, tonight do you need a place to... Oh, tonight if you need a piece... Oh, need a piece? Go to Pickle DIY store. Knock and then give password Orchard. Right, put that on the board. There's a videotape. Oh, there's an ID. Oh, the work ID. Right, there we go. So we have indeed connected these up. We know that the body is of Annabelle. So, work. There's their work stuff. Every time you pick these up, by the way, it will start filling this up. It's going to tell you where they live, what they do, where the work hours are. So the more information you collect, the better. Even if you don't need it right now. Even if you don't need it right now, at least you've got that information for later on. Okay. That's their purse as well. Which they have a key, which I'm not going to take. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to search the crime scene. For a start, I want to check their prints. So you have to look at the hand and take prints. And I've now got their prints. 17 of 32 informations. Sorry, 23 informations. Okay, let's open up our print scanner. So this allows us to scan for prints. So the prints will be everywhere. And I can see that that print is of them. So let's go near the light switch. Yep, that's them. And that's them. But this has been rifled through. So I'm going to have a look at this one. Fingerprint type B. So, someone else has been here. So there we go. There's Annabelle Holmes' fingerprint. That's fine. But, type B. I don't know who that is. We're going to assume the person that's rifled through here, and again, assume, perhaps wrongly, but we're going to assume, like I said, that they've rifled through that. You can see all the fingerprints on this. Oh, but there's one there as well. So this person has went through here. I mean, it could be their partner. We don't know that. Okay. What we'll do as well now, we're going to check the recent calls. So I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to pick up the phone. And we can dial 5410000. And this is the last person that called us. The last caller was 323-6311. Okay. So that was the last caller. I don't think I need that. No, we need that note. We don't necessarily need the business card. We can take that off. So it's not... We know their work ID there. We know that connects there. We've got that note. Okay. I guess we'll have a look for some more clues. Where is the... Oh, the kitchen's around here. We've got bins. I'll have a look through the trash. Here's a tax record. Coffee, hamburger and cola. Monday, January the 2nd. Okay, that might come in handy. There's a shopping list. Don't think that's really... Oh, safe code. There's the safe code. 41. Is that 47? Not sure. Either way, the safe's open, so we don't really need to... keep all of that. Okay, so it says checking the address book. May be useful. So there's their address book. The last number called 6311. It was this person, Selena. But Selena who? Well, we'll keep the address book. And okay. Let's just skip all that. Basically, it's telling us that silent alarm has been tripped. And there's the law. Open the door. Light switch off. Light switch off. We need to get up there and out. And enter. Okay. So let's see if we can escape. If you hold tab, you do get a mini-map. You can also access that by opening the caseboard, and there's your map there as well. So we've been in here. We don't know about this one. We know that it drops down here. Slight problem with that. They're beating the door in. They have beaten the door in. Okay. It's possible. I mean, can we just drop down and run? Not when there's someone right there and the camera's there. They're heading off. The camera's not really looking our way. I'm thinking we can drop down and run. Oh. Oh, stop messing with that air vent. So they know someone's in the air vent. I'm making a run for it. Hang on. Oh, the shutters are down. Okay. That's the security shutter. I mean, what's our option? We've done nothing wrong. We're out of the apartment. So, the police have no cause to keep us here. But we need to get out somehow. How about this? Go up and jump over the balcony, and we're free. So, that was the basics of gathering information. And we get the status of wet. Also cold. You can stand next to the fire and warm up. So, it's asking us to head to the City Hall, which is what we are going to do. And we need to get a case file. So there's a resolution form. So the way we do this is by going to resolve. So we need, at minimum, what is the full name of the killer? So I can say select. I can say, oh, look, she killed herself. If we hand it in and we get it wrong, penalty of 100. But if we get it right, it's 1,000. Naturally, we are not going to put their name in. We have optionals for arrest the killer. Do you have any evidence that places this killer at the scene of the crime? Yes, we do. We actually have a fingerprint. Again, we are assuming that that is the case. Where does the killer live? Optional. Have you located the murder weapon? Optional. Well, we know that the murder weapon from this note... No, hang on. This note. No. This note. From examining the body, it appears the victim has been shot to death with a pistol or revolver. Okay. So that's what we need to find out. Right. I could pay a visit to Orange Company. That's where Annabelle works. Or used to. Or I could check out the cafe. Annabelle must have been there recently. Alright. Complete the questions in the case hand-in form. So, we got different leads. Weapons dealer, phone calls, office, diner. We're going to go to the diner. So, the cafe is where? Do we even know where that cafe is? We can have a look here, I guess. That one. So we are in City Hall. I guess the cafe. That one. Let's just auto plan the route. And it's down here. Ooh, crackle of lightning there. And there's the diner. Indeed it is. So, what do we need to do to find out? This is a busy diner. There's a couple of things we can do. We can... Well, we know the CCTV. There's CCTV there. There's gun things around here. Surveillance footage. Well, that's a storeroom, and that's surveillance. But if we do that, that's breaking and entering, and they won't like that one bit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk to this person. So, unknown citizen. I should point out that any one of these could be the killer. We have no idea. I'd like to buy something, please. Lovely coffee. Confirm. Thanks. No problem. I mean, I've done that, and the coffee just went on the floor, because I think... Yes, we are actually too full to do anything. Alright. Talk to. What's your name? Keep your nose out of my business. Customer service for you. We can give them money. Oh, health inspector, I need a survey of your premises. Health inspector, huh? Yeah, they don't believe us. Still going to need a guest pass to take a look around. Okay. Here's the money for a guest pass, 30. Have you seen or heard anything unusual? Do you know this person, Annabelle? I saw them at Crump Parade on Monday around 11:15. They were nearby this... Well, this calf, yes. I know they were near this calf, headed west. But at least they've seen this person. I'm going to say here's the money for a guest pass. So your guest pass will be active for 2 hours. So the guest pass allows us to go in areas where... Right, I should point out we've just went on our posterior there because we were running, and we're currently wet because of the rain, which means you can slip if you run. So I was going to say, one of the things we can do... it's locked, is it? Right, okay. One of the things we could do is we could have broken into that. Excuse me. We could have went through the vents. I don't know where they are, or we could go anywhere. That's all locked. Okay, yeah. So we could have broken in. We could have disabled cameras. We've just paid for a guest pass, so it's a bit more of the softer approach. Saying that, I am going to go around the back here. I am going to break in. Jump up because someone is at the door. Speaking of doors, we need to break into here, the cafe, and, well, we can go in okay because basically we've got that pass. So it's not a case of we are committing crime to solve a crime, although we are going to steal their money. All of these security cameras and defences and such are offline because we're not doing anything wrong. We have that guest pass. We are going to have a look at the cogitator. It's known as the micro cruncher. So we'll turn that on and turn on the micro cruncher. We'll pick up Oh, that's sharpener. I was going to say, is that is that what we needed? Anyway, let's have a quick look. We're gonna sit down at here, and we've got David Smith and the admin, and well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the default password did not work, and that's turning on the desk fan. What we're going to do is have a look to see if there's a code. Ah, yes. So, code for your office is 1935. So, is this applicable here? So, we'll use that. It is 1935, and that is the admin code. So, we need to have a look at... We've got surveillance and security. So, security is literally like a live feed, and you can turn on or off the cameras, and you can cycle through them there. So there's the diner. That's just the diner. And you can change it so the alarm comes on based on legal activities or not the player, that sort of thing. We are instead going to look at the surveillance system, and this is based on like a sort of time code thing, and we need to see when our when our victim was here. So we'll have a look at the case board, and we know that it's, well, it says, actually it's telling us here, surveillance entry is around 2:45, and we know that because there's the receipt, and it does say 22:45. So let's have a quick look at that, and that was that Monday? It was indeed Monday. So we're going to change that to Monday, and we want to go back over here. Oh, we can see we're now going through all of these citizens here. So it's populating the database with basically what we're seeing here. So we're going to go back through, and it was 46. There's 40. So let's try maybe 40 there, and we'll see if we can find... No. There's the waiting staff. Another page. No and no. What about this one? It is about right. No, and no. Okay, that's the ground floor. Can we change this? No, there's only one camera in here, so that is not ideal. Actually, we're going to have to go further back, aren't we? Because it was 22, not 23. So 22. There we go. Unknown citizen. Annabelle. So there is Annabelle. Is sitting with somebody. So where are they seated? They are seated... Oh, it says they're there. Hang on. Are they further back here? So there's Annabelle. And there's someone else. So it says... They're there. And who else are they sat with? Doesn't say who they're sat with. Okay. Unknown citizen. There's Annabelle. So what we'll do is toggle that on so we can see in red when they were here. So there's Annabelle on their own. There's an unknown citizen. Are they talking or just walking? Not there. And Annabelle is there. So it could be any one of these. We're going to print that out. The printer doesn't work. Try again. There we go. So we'll take that, and we can see all of the different people there. So we're going to take that. Out of interest, I'm going to take that. Are we literally out of ink? Yeah, I don't think we're printing that out. I think we can only print the one out. Really? How curious. Okay, so... we know where they've been. Well, we know where they've been. Annabelle Holmes is sitting with someone. Open evidence window by inspecting their mugshot. So there is the 4 unknown citizens that we know were in the cafe along with Annabelle. And, I mean, it seems a bit pointless scanning for prints, considering, well, the prints surely would have been messed up by now. Okay. I mean... the one last thing I can think of is, let's see where they were. So Annabelle was around there, which is right underneath. Right underneath. So can we go this way? We can open that. We do have access. Was it the key code on this one? 1953. 1953. Is that right? Oh, 1935. Of course. 1935. There you go. And we'll open that. And they were hanging around here, right under the camera, I believe. I don't know what they were doing here. There's the code for the door that's been printed there. High security job. Let's have one last check with the print scanner then. And let's see what sort of prints were around here. So there is type C, so that's another type D. So it's just going to be all the staff realistically, isn't it? I don't think scanning for prints in and around here is gonna work out. There is type E. This will be type F, won't it? Yeah. So the reason they're changing to this is simply because we've got loads of people that have been around. Obviously, it's been contaminated, the area. There's no way we're going to find who we need. Okay, well, there's lots of job listings as well. I think what we're going to do is leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Shadows of Doubt. We have got our first case. We need to... Ooh, what's that? Ambassador Scheme disc. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to find out more, potentially, about these people. We're going to go through the security system once again. They're sitting with somebody. Yeah, it says they're sitting with somebody, but not there. But it could be any of these. We're going to go back through the system and see what's there. And also, see if there's any other CCTV around the place. And then many other threads that we can pull. Obviously, this is the Dead of Night scenario. There are many ways we can solve this. There's other CCTV we can look at. We can even, if we wanted to, just literally start talking to this person here and say, actually, do you know these people? Yeah. Do you know this person? Sorry, that's personal. We're gonna end up paying them loads of money, aren't we? Either way, that's a bit of a Shadows of Doubt. Next time, we're gonna do some more sleuthing and see how we get on. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. The Neon Diner.